Hey, welcome back. So, before we get started with custom audiences and before we start setting up ads in Facebook, I need to show you how to create a Facebook squeeze page. If you've seen some squeeze pages integrated inside Facebook, you might think that's pretty hard to create and that you might have to hire a designer or a programmer to do that for you. Well, if you do that, it's going to cost a lot of money. But the good thing about it is that you don't actually have to. You can pretty much integrate any squeeze page that you have on any website inside Facebook with a very simple script. You don't even need to code or prepare a squeeze page for Facebook. All you need to do is pretty much redirect Facebook to one of your existing squeeze pages. I'm going to show you what I mean by that right away. But before we get to that, we do need to create at least one squeeze page. For this, I'm going to use OptimizePress. If you already have a squeeze page, you can use that, or if you use another plugin, you can use that as well. For this video, I'm just going to show you how to do it with OptimizePress 2.0, which is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to create high-converting landing pages, sales pages, and so on. As you can see, there are a couple of OptimizePress packages over here that you can get. I'll post a link below this video so that you can check this out. See if you want to purchase OptimizePress. If you have it already or if you have another script, then that's fine as well. You don't need to get OptimizePress, although it is a good and easy way to get started with squeeze pages and create them really fast. You're going to see exactly how fast the creation process is in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. This is a WordPress website that I have, and I installed OptimizePress on it as a theme. All I need to do is click on OptimizePress and then go here to Page Builder. So once we go there, we actually have a couple of options that we can choose from. As soon as it loads, we're going to see. Okay, first we need to name our page. Let's name this Squeeze Page FB. Actually, I'm going to remove this asterisk. I added that by mistake. Maybe Squeeze Page Weight Loss, or maybe Squeeze Page Belly Fat, because you created a custom audience related to belly fat. We can do something related to that, and it's automatically going to create the permalink for you. After that, you need to select a blank page or a content template. You can also upload a page thumbnail, but this is completely optional. You don't actually need this for Facebook, so we can just leave this as is. Next, we can either select a blank page or a content page. In this case, I'm going to go with content page. Actually, I'm just going to click on content page so I can show you what you can choose from this. If we scroll down, you're going to see opt-in pages, and you're going to see a bunch of squeeze page options that you can use with videos, without videos, just text. Really, a lot of options that you can use. Pretty much any of these can be used for Facebook. However, what I prefer to use is a blank page, and then I proceed to step 2. When I get here, I'm going to get a few good options. We've got landing page, so I'm going to select landing page, and I'm going to proceed to step 3. You're going to see some really good looking landing pages that we can create for our Facebook squeeze page. Now, you can always go back and use one of the opt-in pages that I've showed you. It's pretty much the same. Really no big difference. In this case, I think I'm going to use one of these landing pages because they look really good. For some reason, the website is taking a while to load, so let's give it another second. All right, so here we go. Now we've got a couple of templates that we can select from. First, we need to select the template for the overall style of the page and then the template. We want to start editing within the live editor. We can select the landing page with full screen background or classic internet marketing style, Of course, we're going to go with the full background style. Next, we've got white box on a full background or black box on full background. I'm going to go with the white box in this case, and I'm just going to click Proceed to step 4. All right, here we go. Now we've got to select the landing page background. We have a couple of options when it comes to this. We can select it from an image that already exists on this website, but I'd have to look through all these images in order to find the background in the pictures that you saw in the previous steps. So I think the best way to do this is to just find another image and then upload it. I'm going to pause the video while I find an appropriate background image. You can find one of these background images on a stock photo website. You can probably buy it for like $2 or so. I'm going to show you a good example of what a background image should look like. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I have uploaded 2 images that we can use. The first one that is really widely used in the internet marketing squeeze page is a wallpaper of a beach, something that looks really nice and kind of calms you down. I'll explain the philosophy behind using that. First, let me insert into the post, and then I'm going to go ahead and explain what the beach fuss is all about. A lot of marketers use it for internet marketing squeeze pages and also for other squeeze pages like weight loss. This is what the squeeze page looks like. Before we edit it, I just want you to clearly see what the squeeze page looks like. This would be the text over here, and then the first name and email address, and the button to get started. As you can see, this background is kind of calming. The reason why everybody uses it is because it is associated with the dream that people have to go on a tropical island. It can also be used for weight loss because they want to go there and they want to look good and they want to be relaxed. When they're skinny, they also look good. They feel good. So that's why people use it as a background for weight loss squeeze pages. Now, when it comes to make money online squeeze pages, I think it's pretty clear that everybody wants to be able to afford a vacation on a tropical island. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, another thing that you can use is something related to what you're doing, something related to losing weight. Let me go back and see if I can change the background. Here we go. Landing page background. I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to go to Select File and the Media Library because I've already uploaded it. It's over here. I'm just going to select full size, then Insert into Post, and click Update. Now, I'm going to come back and refresh this page. In my opinion, the squeeze page with the beach looks a little better, but this also looks pretty good. It's self-explanatory when it comes to losing weight. I think the beach kind of awakens their dream, so it's a little bit more powerful than having something that has like a green salad that nobody really wants to eat. In my opinion, the beach background is better, but this is not that bad either, so we can just stick with this for now. Now, let me show you how to edit this squeeze page and how to change some of the details over here. It's really simple. You just need to click on what you want to change. We don't really need a logo over here, so I'm going to remove that. Just remove that logo. Next, we can go ahead and change the headline. Discover how you can lose your belly fat in 21 days or less. Then, over here, we would say something related to that. You can easily lose all the fat around your belly by doing this simple 5-step technique that has helped hundreds of people so far. Enter your name and email below for instant access. Then we can just click Update Feature. Okay, here we go. So now we just have first name, and we pretty much need to copy and paste the form from our autoresponder. you need to pick up the HTML code from either Aweber or GetResponse. Then copy and paste that over there. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause my video and I'm going to log into my GetResponse account. Then I'm just going to show you how to pick up the HTML code and paste it over here. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I've logged into my GetResponse account and we're going to need to create a new web form. I'm just going to go to Create New. We actually don't need to design this at all. We can pretty much use anything because OptimizePress is going to optimize it for us. We really don't need to spend any time designing this. We just need to click Next a couple of times, and that's it. This part over here is actually quite important. The thank you page and the custom thank you page. We want to click Custom Thank You Page. This is where you want to paste your thank you page URL. Usually, if you don't paste anything, most people just leave the default thank you page. If they do that, all they're going to see is a page where it says, "Thank you for subscribing." And that's it. I think that's a big waste of time. We want to select Custom Thank You Page, and we want to send them to an offer. This can be an affiliate offer, or if you have your own product, you can send them to your own product. It's very, very important that you select Custom Thank You Page and insert your affiliate link or your offer link, your product link, or whatever you have the seller promote. Insert it over here so that they get sent to the offer immediately after they subscribe. That gives them a chance to buy the product. And there's also a chance that you're going to get a commission if they do that. Well, actually, you're going to get a commission for sure if they do that. But I just wanted to say that there's a high chance of you getting a commission that you otherwise wouldn't have gotten if you were to leave them on your default thank you page. That's why the custom thank you page is so important. Now, in this case, I haven't prepared an affiliate offer, so I'm just going to type google.com. However, you're going to put your affiliate offer in there. I'm going to save this web form, and then I'm going to click Next Step. I'm also going to click Show HTML Code. This is actually very important. Make sure you show the HTML code, and you need to grab all these codes. You can actually just press Control+A or Command+A if you're on a Mac. Then you need to copy it, come back to OptimizePress over here, and integration type, hold on, integration type, GetResponse. We're actually just going to choose custom form, and we need to paste this over there. Just paste the code and then submit the form to a new window. We want to select this, and that's pretty much it. Just update feature, and we're done. So this is our squeeze page. We can now save it. Okay, let's come back over here and refresh the page. Just make sure everything looks okay, and it does. Now, what we can do is grab this and post it on Facebook. Another thing you want to do is go to Publish over here and then Save and Continue. If it's not published, nobody can access it other than you. We can view this again. We have to refresh the page because it's been published. So we want to refresh it so we can receive the correct link. Belly fat. Let's search for that page. Here we go. I'm going to click View, and this is the link. I'm going to copy the link. Now, we need to go ahead back to Facebook and search for iframe. That's what we want to use. We want to go with static iframe, iframe tabs. So let's go ahead and select this. Okay, we want to go to App, and we just want to install this. Add static HTML to a page. We obviously need to type this text in the box. I hope this is okay. Okay, it is. Now, we need to add this. Oh no, I want to skip it. And this is the iframe. It just says welcome. We're going to change all of these. So we want to click Edit tab, and then we want to make some changes. Right now we have the option to insert our own HTML code, but that's not really what we're after. We want to go here, choose an HTML template, and then we want to go over here, free apps, and click on website. We want to select use website app. Then we want to do is come back to our squeeze page, copy this URL, come back here, just paste it in there. That's pretty much it. We can select to remove scroll bars, or we can leave that. Let's just leave that. Users are not going to see this admin panel here that we're seeing. It says Howdy Admin, edit page. Optimize press, new. They're not going to see that. This is what they're going to see, just this page. So let's go ahead and click Save and Publish. But first, we can actually preview the tab, which is pretty much what we've already done. But preview it one more time. Okay, looks a little big. Let's go back and publish it. Let's see if maybe we need to make some changes to make it look a little better. Okay, so it's published and we can view it in Facebook. Let's see what this looks like. So it does look a little bit off because the image is too big. Let's click again on Edit tab and see if there's something we can do to change this. We can actually just click Remove Scroll Bars, and I think then it would center it for us. So like this, and height, we can also adjust the height if we want to, and the width. That's pretty cool. So I think I'm going to make this just like that. Okay, so let's try to save this and view tab in Facebook again. Let's see if this time it looks better. Actually, we want to view tab as a visitor. Open visitor mode. And here we go. Now, it looks a lot better. So all you need to do is change the width and height over here, and you're going to have a perfectly good looking squeeze page on Facebook. You want to send people to this squeeze page once you start running ads, and it's a really great way that's going to help you get cheaper ads. So that's a big plus. There's just one more thing that I need to show you. If we go back to this page, let me close everything I have so far so we can just focus on this. Over here, you're going to see the welcome image. It just says welcome and a star. We want to change that so all the tabs that you're going to add are going to be here. We do want to change this welcome tab, so let's just click on it and find the option to change it. So edit tab. Okay, look here. We just need to click on settings, then tab name. We can easily change it, but it does require us to log in with Facebook. I'm not sure why they think we're not logged in. Anyway, we'll just click on login and click OK. Yeah, OK. So tab name, lose belly fat. We're going to save the tab name. We can also upload a custom icon. I'm going to pause the video while I upload one of these icons. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Setting up this icon is not really that simple. It's not difficult, but you do have to go through a couple of steps. We need to go here to the developer tool. We need to authorize this and register as a developer. Okay, so I'm going to enter my password. All right, now we do need to take a few steps over here to verify everything. I'm going to have to verify my phone number, which is going to take a few seconds. Just waiting to receive a message. Okay, here we go. 4345. And let's confirm it. We don't really want to share our phone number, so only me, and I don't need to turn text notifications. I'm just going to continue again. What's your role or title? Let's see if I can skip this. Okay, it looks like I can. I was just going to skip this. Now we need to build our integration. Now this is done. Let's come back over here. Step 2 would be to create the app. Step 1 is actually creating the app, but because we didn't have a developer account, we didn't have this as step 1. So now it's the app that we need to create. So squeeze page, app name, space, belly fat squeeze page. App category, let's see, health and fitness. Oh, this one doesn't work. So belly fat SQ page, let's see if that works. Okay, available. Health and fitness, that's good. And let's click continue. Then again, we have these numbers that we need to type. 9, 6. Well, this is really tiny, but I think it's 1, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're close to setting up the app. Let's come back over here and see what else we need to do. We need to grab the app ID and app secret, which is over here. I'm just going to press Command plus C to copy and paste it. Command V and then app secret. I'm also going to copy and paste. Next, we've got the Page tab. We need to scroll to the bottom and click Page tab. Yeah, let's click Page tab and then give the Page tab a name. So, belly fat loss. Page tab URL. For this, we need to come back over here and just grab the Page tab URL. Secure Page tab URL. Page tab image. Now, we can select the image. Let's click on that. As you can see, the size of the image must be 111 by 74. I'm going to choose a file and pause the video while I do that. I'll be back. All right, so this is the image that I'm going to go with. I'm just going to click Normal and then Save Changes. Okay, so that's it. Let's just click Save again and then activate Custom Icon. This is actually quite a bit of a process. It took a bit of time to get this simple icon over there. When I first did this, I thought it was going to be just simple, like upload an icon and it's done. But it actually took a little bit more time. As you can see, it looks pretty good now. A lot better than this star over here. So our mission is now done and we have a squeeze page up and running on Facebook. As you can see, it was very simple. You didn't have to hire any programmer or spend a lot of money having it created. In the next video, we're going to take a look at how to use the custom audiences we've extracted earlier and how to start an advertising and targeting the right audience. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, awesome. You've made it this far. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how to create an ad and how to get ready for advertising. That's actually quite simple to do. You just need a couple of steps in order to achieve success for that, but it's not difficult. The good thing about it is that nobody is really good at it. Nobody can come out and create an advertisement that just kills it. It doesn't matter if you're a marketing expert or if you're just starting out. You need to test different ads in order to get good results. That's really the key with Facebook. You just need to keep testing until you can get your ads to cost just a couple of cents per click, because that's the goal. If you pay just a couple of cents per click for your ad, then you're going to get cheap and targeted traffic, and you'll be able to convert a lot of that traffic into sales. The goal with these ads is to create one that people will click on. We want people to click a lot on our ads. That's actually the goal. If our ad is nice and people like it and people click on it, then Facebook is going to reward us. by lowering the amount we pay per click. The same thing is valid for AdWords. Of course, AdWords now costs a lot more than Facebook. With Facebook, it's just important to make sure people like your ad and they click on it, because then, as I already said, Facebook is going to reward you by lowering the amount you pay per click. So that's our goal, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Before we get any further, we need to take a look at how to create the very first ad. First, you're going to have to just open up the page, your fan page, or you could just type over here, advertising, and then it's going to appear advertising on Facebook. So you could do that, and it's going to open pretty much your ads manager. You can also just click on that ads manager icon and end up with a brand new account that I'm going to show you. I'm going to get started with this green button, create an ad, and I'm going to click on that. We're going to create our first ad. What we want to promote would be either our belly fat weight loss page, or we can also promote our squeeze page. Let me show you how you would do that. I'm going to open Facebook and then open this page over here. If we scroll down, this is our squeeze page. We would just copy the link for this squeeze page. We'll just copy the link for the squeeze page that we created a while back, and we'll just paste it over there. We want to promote our squeeze page. Now, we could also promote this page without promoting your Facebook tab and just directly through the squeeze page link directly. However, if we do that, Facebook is not really going to reward us that much. Even though Facebook does not say this publicly, we have noticed that Facebook is lowering the amount you pay per click if you keep the traffic inside of Facebook. So if you do that, Facebook is really going to reward you. Now, let me check the ID of this app. I just need to copy the ID over here. There we go. Okay, so this is the URL that we want to send them to. We can select if we want to get new users, and so your ad will show up to people who are more likely to install your app. We just need to check out our squeeze page. There's nothing really to install. We could also show this to existing users and encourage them to become more active, but we want to get new users, so let's click on that. Next, we need to upload an image, so it needs to be 100 pixels by 72. Let's see if we have something here from the library. Nothing really, so I'm just going to pause this video, pick up a couple of images, then put them over here. I'm going to show you how to get this thing done. Okay, so now I have these 4 images uploaded. I'm going to remove this one because it's not really related. So now we have 4 images that I resized. I also added this little border, as you can see. The border is now blue in this 2. I also have 2 with the red border. I'm going to go with this one. There's actually a video later on which I'm going to show you how to create these ad images easily. So I'm going to go with this one, or maybe with this one. Yeah, I think this one is better. Now I'm going to click Done. Here we go. So these are our images. Actually, they're going to do more ads in our campaign. As you can see, you can click Why, and they pretty much explain why they do this, but they don't really do that. Basically, they want to help you split test, and they want to help you test and see what people are going to react to. So you can just select a couple. Now, I'll select this one. So if I want to select just one, then I can remove the rest. Now, if we want to go with 2, then maybe I could remove the rest. Or if we want to go with 3, then we could just keep these. For now, let's just keep these and then move on to the headline. So, for the headline, we want to come up with something that is appealing and maybe a little bit shocking. The good thing about it is that you can use some other websites to figure this thing out. You can go to google.com.uk, or you can also go to the US version of Google. That doesn't really matter. Then you want to search for weight loss. You want to check out the ads on these pages. The reason why these pages, these ads are at the very top of Google is because they have tested these ads and headlines, and they are proven to convert and give results. That's why you want to take a look at these ads, and you want to steal their ideas pretty much. So we've got guaranteed weight loss, fast weight loss. Want to lose weight fast? We could go with one of these. Want to lose weight fast. That's perfect. Fits in there perfectly fine. Now, you can see the number of characters left. If we want to add like another word, faster, you're going to see that we don't have enough characters left. We need to remove them so that we're either at 0 or at a plus number. Now, let's see what we could do for the title. Okay, maybe you could put your name, or maybe like this. I don't know. Maybe something related to your experience. Ex-fatty reveals how he lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks with no diet and no strict workouts. So something like that. Obviously, you need to test. This is not the only one you want to go with. You want to test a couple of different headlines and a couple of different descriptions. So here you go. This is what these pages would look like. Now, this other image that appeared over here, we want to remove that. Okay, this is better. For some reason, this did not update right away. Usually it does, but in this case, it didn't. Just a couple of seconds ago, you saw that it just said use app, but now this works properly. So I guess Facebook just needed a little bit of time to update the link that we posted at the very beginning. When we started creating this ad. Now, we can see what this page looks like in the newsfeed. This is what it would look like in the newsfeed. And we can also see what it looks like in the right column. That's pretty good. Now, we also have the option to select sponsor stories. If we want to help people discover your business through their friends. That's okay, because it's something like weight loss, and a lot of people have that problem. So it's okay to leave this on. It basically means that if somebody likes your page, their friends are going to see that they liked it. Consequently, their friends can also land on your squeeze page and on your fan page because they saw their friend liking it, recommending it. It's basically just a wider reach. It also reaches people who are interested in weight loss and those people who are initially targeting. So that would be it for this part over here about creating your ad. Now, the next part that we want to tackle is the audience, what we want to play with. Basically, the new philosophy about getting these really cheap clicks is not to target people using what Facebook tells you. Marketers have done this a lot lately. They've tried to create these audiences by targeting by location, age, gender, and then precise interests. They've gotten good results. But the latest thing that really changed things around a lot was the appearance of custom audiences that we talked about earlier. If we were to select custom audiences like that, and a couple of these custom audience groups, we would get an audience that is incredibly targeted. When we select just women from ages 20 to 45, then the problem for us would be that we don't really know if these people are interested in losing weight. If we target custom audiences, these audiences, if you remember, and you should remember if you watched our previous videos, are created from groups that are related to weight loss. We've extracted everybody who liked Wheat Belly, and now these people are in fact interested in losing weight. So we want to target by age, and we could go to 20 to no maximum. As you can see, this group is quite small, just 360 people. But as I explained, you do want to extract multiple custom audiences. Pretty much, you want to extract from all the groups that you can find on Facebook. Once you started extracting like 10 of these groups, your audience starts growing, and then you're going to reach out to more and more people. However, what I do recommend doing is reaching out to small groups of people. Now, one of your ads should only target like maybe from 1,000 to 5,000 people. You shouldn't go too big. Never target 10,000 people at once in one group. If you go from 1,000 to 5,000 people, you're going to get a better idea of what groups are better targets for you. For example, you might target Wheat Belly, and you might also target another group that is called Paleo Diet. You may find out that Wheat Belly group actually makes more money and gets you more traffic. Hence, that's the group that you want to focus on, and you want to drop the Paleo group. Now, if you target all of your custom audience groups into one ad, then you'd not really know what ad is really performing well and what custom audience group is doing the best. You can't really scale things up and start drilling down and really getting to know your audience when it's so big. So that's why I recommend going with smaller groups, from 1,000 people to maybe 5,000 people. Now, in this case, we don't have 1,000 people because we just uploaded one of these custom audiences. But that's okay for this example. It's perfectly fine. When it comes to the location, you can also target United Kingdom. This audience number is supposed to grow. Maybe this group doesn't really have people from the United Kingdom. That's why it didn't grow. As you can see from Australia, look, number went from 360 to 440. We do want to target similar countries, English-speaking countries for our audience. If we go with some European countries like Norway, that doesn't really increase this number. So our main target is United States, United Kingdom, Australia, perhaps New Zealand. We can also target other countries. But as you can see, the audience really isn't growing. Most of these groups are probably better off with just you as traffic. So let's go with the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. Maybe I missed some countries that are mainly English speaking. Maybe Canada. We should get a couple more people in our audience if we target Canada. So yeah, we've got 500. That's pretty good. All the traffic from these countries is pretty high targeted. And also, these are people who do have money. It's not like we're targeting a country with people who are not going to buy. All these countries are good countries to target. Now that we've done with that, we're not going to do anything with precise interest because we're going with custom audiences. That's the whole philosophy behind getting these low clicks, because it's different. With custom audience, it's actually easier to get cheaper clicks. Connections. We don't really care about this, but we could say only people not connected to belly fat weight loss. That means only people who have not liked your page yet. Now, we could also say anyone. Basically, for promoting a new squeeze page, it's not going to hurt if we also target people who already liked our page. So, anyone or only people not connected to our fan page. Both options are okay. I guess you need to think about it. If it's a new squeeze page you're promoting, then anyone will do. Friends or connections, no, we don't really want to touch this. Interested in, we don't really care about that. Relationship status, we don't really care about this either. Languages, we could say English, but usually when I select these countries, I just leave it as is. It's not going to hurt if you just put in there English US, English UK. That's all right if we keep that in there. Education. At this point, I don't think we really care for this niche. Education set to anyone is just fine. That's it for this video. We talked a little bit about how to create your ad, how to create these images, and how to craft the headlines. Now, the best way of doing that is to just go on Google and modeling these ads over here. People pay so much for these ads and for the clicks that they're getting. They have tested and proven their ads. So if we just model their ads, then we're going to get good results without having to fail so much ourselves. That's always a good way of finding out what works before you actually start launching your ads. We also talked about creating your audience, and I explained how custom audiences work. In this discussion, we only had one group. If you do add more groups and you can get your audience from 1,000 people to 5,000 people for one of the ads, then that's actually pretty good. You're going to have a pretty big audience, but also it's going to be pretty highly targeted if you extract the custom audiences correctly. I explained that in one of the previous videos. In the next video, we're going to take a look at campaign, pricing, and schedule. For now, I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to record the parts of the next video. I think it's easier if I just break the topic down into 2 videos. That's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. All right, so now we need to take a really quick look. This video is going to be quick and we want to take a look at campaign, pricing, and schedule and explain a little bit what to expect when you get to this stage. First, we've got the account currency. You just need to select that. And then the account country and time zone. Then you need to give your new campaign a name. Nobody's going to see this and it's just for you. So make sure you give it a name that can help you keep things organized. Usually, I just give this the name of my page. So belly fat weight loss, and then squeeze page number 1, something like that. Then we've got the campaign budget. We can select if we want to give this campaign a per day budget or lifetime budget. Usually what I do when I start out new campaigns, I start with $15 to $20 per day. I don't do lifetime budget. I do this on a per day basis. $10 is okay if you're just starting out. You don't need to go crazy and spend $25 to $50 per day. $10 a day is enough to see if your campaign is going to start getting the results or not. Next, we've got campaign schedule. Usually, I don't really set a start and end date. I just run the campaign continuously and I keep my eye on this campaign all the time. I don't really let it just go. When you just started things out, when you have to keep an eye on your campaigns, if you know that you're not going to be available for a couple of days, then you might want to give the campaign maybe just 3 days to run. In that case, you won't spend more than $30 for those 3 days. That's completely fine as well. You could also do that. If you just forgot to monitor campaigns, you just give them like 3 to 5 days to run, and then you can come back and check. If the campaign is doing fine, then you can give it more time and expand it. You can also do that. If you set an end date, it's not set in stone. You can always reactivate your ad, of course, so it's not the end of the world. If it's doing well and it ends, you simply reactivate it and no problem. So these are 2 options. If you think you're going to be able to keep an eye on these campaigns throughout the day, then that's okay. If not, then just give it 3 to 5 days to run and come back and check on it later when you can. I want to go with run my campaign continuously starting today. Now we've got pricing. They say you will be charged every time someone sees your ad or sponsored story. We can change this. If you want, you can optimize your bid to get more likes. You can optimize for clicks or optimize for impressions. I don't really go with your bid will be optimized to get more likes. I go with either clicks or impressions. Actually, I go with impressions first. I just select impressions. As you can see, this is the price per 1,000 impressions. If your ad is good, if it stands out, then it's going to get a lot of clicks from these impressions, and that's when Facebook rewards you with a low price per click. Now, as you can see, their suggested bid is from 13 to 62 cents. Usually what I do is just beat the suggested bid, the highest one, by about 10 cents. So I would do 72 cents. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to pay that much per click, but it just kind of tells Facebook you're serious about it and you're willing to pay, they're going to give you a little bit of an advantage over people who are also advertising and targeting your audience. They're going to give you a little bit of an advantage, and this is always good because it starts getting you clicks quite fast in the beginning. That's what you actually need. In the beginning, you want to get as many clicks as possible so that you can see if this campaign is something worth pursuing or if you should pause and delete it. That's why I just go with 10 cents more than the highest bid suggested. Again, it doesn't mean I'm going to pay 72 cents per click. Actually, I never do that. Maybe you're going to end up paying like 20 to 30 cents per click. If you see that it's not working out, you simply pause and that's it. So it's not like you're going to end up paying 72 cents for 1,000 clicks. That's not going to happen. If it's not working out well, you just pause it and you're done. Once you're done with this, you just click Review Order, and then you can just confirm your ad name, your audience, click Place Order, and that's it. I think I've not linked any payment methods in this account, so I'm going to have to do that once I click Place Order. You're going to want to do that too if you haven't. So yeah, you can do that with credit card, PayPal, or direct debit. You can also redeem a coupon if you have it. Now, I don't have that, so I'm going to go ahead and add my credit card, but there's no reason for you to stick around while I do that because that's pretty straightforward. There's no need for me to show you how to do that. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how I made those neat Facebook ad pictures, images actually. I'm talking about how I just downloaded some big images and how I shrunk them down a little bit. I'm going to show you how to do that in the next video. I'll see you there. Okay, so in this video, I want to show you how to create these images that I created for my Facebook advertisement. It's really easy to do, and you can do it with the help of an online tool. You don't need Photoshop. You don't need anything like that. You don't need to spend money on anything like that. This website called PicResize.com can do the trick. It's actually pretty efficient. I already grabbed one of the images that I want to convert. You can just click Browse and then select the image from your computer, which I already did to save a little bit of time. So now I'm going to click Continue, and we're going to have some options over here. Now, when it comes to these options, I guess they're a little bit tricky in the beginning if you don't know exactly what you're doing. We're going to have to actually resize this image twice, and I'm going to explain why. The first time we do this, I just go with 75% smaller, and I also like to select frame border. I want to add a frame. Let's go ahead and try this with 20 pixels, and I'm going to select frame color. I'm going to go with red. I'm just going to click I'm done, resize my picture. Now, obviously, this is a lot bigger than the picture we want for our Facebook ad. As you can see, the size is 652, and that's quite big, and this is supposed to be your image. The reason why we make it bigger than what we need is so that we can handle this border correctly. Let's go back to this site, and I'm going to grab that same photo. I'm just going to paste it over there. Now, let's click Continue. I'm going to show you what happens if we resize this image to the Facebook size right away. The border is going to be too big, and that's not something we want. I'm going to show you why. Unfortunately, this website only allows us to choose a border of 10 pixels. That's the smallest border we can choose. If we do that, it's going to add 10 pixels everywhere. So in order for our photo to look good, we would need to resize it by 20 pixels less than the Facebook size. The Facebook size is 100 by 72. It can be smaller than that, but I don't recommend going smaller at all. In order for us to add this border correctly, we need to go to 80 and 52. Once we did that, we select Frame, Border, and Pixels. We can just leave this color. This is just an example. So, as you can see now, the size is 100 by 72. if we view the image, you're going to see that the border, it's really huge, like really, really big. And that's not something we want. In order to avoid that, I just resized the image as I just did earlier. So I resized it at 75%, and then I'm going to grab this photo that I resized, and I'm going to drop it over there. Now it looks like I can't drop it. Okay, no problem. I'm just going to go to my downloads folder. Then I'm going to grab it from here, and I'm going to drop it. Okay, that works. Now, I'm going to click Continue again. This image is actually the image that we created earlier. So we went with 75% and then added a border of 10 pixels, right? Actually, we had the border of 20 pixels, so that's even better. Now, what we want to do is just resize it to a custom size, and we just need to type 100 by 72. So we don't need to add anything else because we already did that. So I'm just going to click I'm done, resize my picture. I'm going to view the image. As you can see, the border now looks perfectly fine. This is a lot better than the picture we saw earlier with a really huge border. That's not something we want. We do want a border, but we don't want to waste too much of our picture space with a border. So that's how you create these Facebook ads with borders. It's really simple. The best thing about it is that you don't need Photoshop. You don't need to be good with photo manipulation or anything. All you need is this website, picresize.com. If you want to get these super cheap images that you can use like the ones I got, you can just go to a website called depositphotos.com, and they give really cheap photos. I think for like $1 you can get one photo. If you buy subscriptions, then you can do even better. I think for like $10 you could probably get 15 to 20 photos with a subscription plan. This is the website, depositphotos.com. If you search on Google for Deposit Photos discount or Deposit Photos coupon code, you're always going to find a coupon code for at least 15%, sometimes even 20%. So go ahead and do that, and then you're really going to get a real bargain with Deposit Photos. So that's it for this video. I want to thank you for checking out our videos. Thank you for watching. I hope you're going to put all of these to action and that you're going to start growing your Facebook campaign soon. Thanks once again, and the best of luck with your Facebook campaigns.